A mom came to me last July convinced she was failing her kids. Three of them, no plan, a house that never got quiet. And 8 weeks later, not one thing about her summer had changed. Same kids, same noise, but she had. And there's a 50-year-old experiment that explains exactly why. Welcome back. This is Dr. Lisa, science backed, soul supported, day 4 of the kids are out of school. And today we're talking about a mom who found calm without fixing a single thing, and the research that proves why that's even possible. Let's call her M. She's 3 kids, they're all home, no camps lined up, and a belief she said out loud in our first conversation. The chaos in my house means I'm doing this wrong. Every loud, messy, nobody listening moment was, to her, evidence, proof that she was failing. And she was white knuckling her way through every single day, bracing against her own life. Let me tell you about an experiment from 50 years ago, 1976, because that's the key to her whole turnaround. 2 psychologists, Ellen Langer, we've talked about her before, and Judith Rodin, went into a nursing home and split the residents into 2 groups. One group was given a small but real control over their lives. They got to arrange their own rooms. They got to choose and care for a plant. They got to pick which night was a movie night. And the other group had all of that done for them kindly by the staff. Same building, same care, same circumstances. The only difference was control. And the results were amazingly striking. The group with the small choices became happier, more active, and more alert. 93% of them were rated as improved. And in the follow-up, the effect was so strong, it showed up in how long they lived. Let that land. Nobody changed their circumstances. They changed how much agency people felt inside those circumstances. And that alone moved the needle on everything, because perceived control, the felt sense that you get a say, is one of the most powerful buffers against stress that psychology has ever measured. Now, back to Miss M. She couldn't change her circumstances. She couldn't unhave 3 kids. She couldn't conjure a quiet house. And she certainly couldn't rewind and sign up for the camps. For months, she'd been living like the chaos was happening to her, like she was just a passenger getting thrown around. So we didn't add a system. We didn't build even a tighter schedule. We gave her back her sense of control in tiny, real ways. She got to choose one calm anchor a day that was hers. She caught the spiral when it started and chose her response instead of just reacting to the noise. She picked on purpose where she put her attention. None of it changed the volume in her house 1 decibel. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, because Em thought it too. That's nice, but my chaos is real. You can't positive think your way out of 3 kids in a small house. And you're right. This was never about pretending the chaos isn't happening. Langer's residents didn't imagine their nursing home into a resort. They just got to make real choices inside a genuinely hard situation. That's the whole distinction. We're not denying the noise or sugarcoating the mess. We're finding the handful of things inside the noise that are actually yours to decide, and then deciding them on purpose, like they matter, because they do. 8 weeks later, she was a completely different person inside the same chaos, because she stopped being the victim of her day and started being the author of how she met it. That's the whole shift. And that's available to you too today, with 3 kids and no plan in a house that won't get quiet. The work was never about fixing the chaos. It was about who you are while you stand in it. So here's today's challenge. Find one choice inside the chaos and make it on purpose. You can't control the noise, the mess, or the 100th, I'm bored. But you can choose one thing: that you take your coffee outside before it starts, that you respond instead of snap, that the afternoon has one calm anchor that's yours. Pick one and make it consciously, out loud, in your own head. I'm choosing this. And notice that even one reclaimed choice changes how the whole day feels. Now, if you want that same shift, a different relationship to the chaos, not a new schedule, I dropped something in the comments to start you off. Go grab it and tell me down there, what's the chaos you've been bracing against? I read every single comment. If this one helped, like, subscribe, tap the bell, save it to a playlist, and leave that comment. Like I said, I read every one. That's where community comes alive. The bigger the circle, the more light we carry. That's Nez Zen. And I'm glad you're in it. Tomorrow it's going to get personal. The night I almost missed my own son's childhood. Here's a reflection question. What in your summer have you been treating as happening to you that's actually a choice you get to make?